Heavy snow descended on the inland northwest tonight, creating slick conditions for drivers and prompting the National Weather Service to issue a snow squall warning. The latest tonight.
Snow exits the region, but we're talking more up in the mountains in the coming days. I've got the details.
There was a lot of life that she had left to live and things to do and look forward to.
Tonight, the family of the woman hit and killed by a Meade school bus earlier this week talks to KREM 2, how they're remembering their loved one tonight. We start with a live look at downtown Spokane tonight as winter suddenly seemed to hit just before 7 o'clock this evening. As you can see, it is a winter wonderland out there at this hour. A much different scene than we've seen most of the winter so far. Meantime, west of town, traffic remains at a standstill at the Four Legs exit on I-90. Earlier tonight at around 7:30, WashDOT East wrote that all westbound lanes of I-90 near the Four Legs interchange at milepost 270 are blocked due to collisions. What's more, WashDOT also saying tonight several vehicles were traveling the wrong direction on the shoulder of I-90 as their crews were trying to get through to clear that area. So certainly just a mess out there. Check for updates before heading in that direction. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. You get the idea. It was coming down tonight in terms of the snowfall. So on that note, we want to get right outside right now to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy DeGoo for more on the snowfall and where things stand at this hour. Jeremy?
Mark, out here on the South Hill, we have 3 inches of snow, but I don't think that does a good job of telling the story. I stuck the old KREM 2 ruler into the snow. 3 inches, but it's a compacted 3 inches. It was really coming down earlier, and it's going to have big impacts on the morning commute tomorrow. We currently sit, believe it or not, right at freezing. It's trying to snow or rain or it really can't make up its mind, but we are on the backside of it. Still under winter storm warning, 4 to 8 inches of snow in the Spokane metro, 4 to 9 above 3,000 feet. It was really coming down there for a bit, but it is starting to wind down quite quickly. The good news is we can already see the backside of it. The bad news is this much snow means we are going to have some lasting impacts. Moves up into the mountains overnight and stays that way. There's a little model indication we might see some activity tomorrow morning. I would just watch up with KREM, get the latest on that. Next couple of days wind up much, much calmer. Weather impact alert back in place for tomorrow morning. I think this snow has a big impact on that morning commute.
All right, sounds good. Jeremy will check back in with you later in the show tonight. We want to go now outside to our Connor McAvoy. He's live on Spokane South Hill with how things are looking at this hour. And Connor, what's the city saying tonight?
Well, the big thing to keep in mind, Mark, is that the city is sending plows out currently for arterials and trouble areas, trying to make sure that drivers commuting to and from just get to where they need to go safely. Now, Mark, you also did mention the backup here west of town on I-90. WashDOT tweeting about an hour ago they were dispatching 4 plows that direction to hopefully clear the freeway, but again, advising to prepare for backups and use those alternative routes, state routes 902 and 904. WashDOT also posted multiple vehicles are traveling the wrong way down the shoulder of I-90, and now first responders can't get through as a result, which WashDOT emphasizes is unacceptable. Now, earlier this evening, the National Weather Service sent out a snow squall warning, meaning large and intense amounts of snow and gusty winds are to be expected. The National Weather Service says to slow down and delay travel for your own safety. WashDOT crews also posted this evening that plows are out and drivers need to both slow down and stay clear of their crews as they clear the roadways. They also say to expect heavy snow blowing at times, which can reduce drivers' visibility. No word yet on all city plows. Usually those are issued when snow accumulation hits to about 4 inches or so. But given what Jeremy's talking about, that could be the case later this evening and into the morning. For now, live in Spokane tonight, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Connor, we'll certainly keep an eye on that one. Thank you. Well, tonight we continue to follow 2 deadly crashes in Spokane County. The family of 20-year-old Ava Allen continues to grieve tonight after she was hit by a Meade School District bus on Monday. KREM 2's Christian Garza spoke exclusively with Allen's sister about her family's loss.
Just like time.
Just can't literally be real.
Ava Allen's sister Cassie Parman says the feeling of disbelief is continuous after her death Monday night.
They were just barely getting into life at this point, you know? Like there was a lot of life that she had left to live and things to do and look forward to.
Finding out her sister,
I love you, Cassie,
died through a since-deleted Facebook post.
It's just not common in the way that what happened to her, you know what I mean? So it was just weird. I was just all over the place. I was like, this isn't real. This is crazy.
Allen's family described them as a happy, friendly, and charismatic college student. The Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed with KREM 2 Allen died from blunt force trauma, classifying the manner of death as an accident. Parman says her and Eva didn't see each other a lot since they lived in separate states, but they would always keep tabs on social media.
That's what I'm gonna miss, is seeing her on live and then coming in and checking in, saying, hi, miss you, love you.
Since Allen's death, close to 50 people have donated to the family's fundraiser for the funeral, raising over $2,400. Parman says although she never had a chance to say goodbye, she will always have a little reminder of Allen.
My daughter, actually, I call her my little Eva because she kind of looks like my daughter. So that's the first thought I thought was, really the closest thing I do have to Eva is my daughter in a way.
Christian Garza, KREM 2 News.
And now to our night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says a pedestrian is dead after being hit by a driver suspected of being impaired along Highway 2. Court documents show the driver was 22-year-old Robert Bitcon. Authorities say Bitcon told them he drank beer, took prescribed methadone, and ate a cannabis edible hours before the incident.
And unfortunately, when bad things like this happen, that really ties in and implements that data, which is driven to make improvements because we want to reduce deaths, not wait for them to happen.
Court documents also show the victim of the incident was identified as Donald Bailey. The sheriff's office says Bailey was walking on the shoulder of the road and not in the travel lane when Bitcon was driving east on Highway 2. Bitcon is charged with vehicular homicide. His bail is set at $10,000. 2 people died in an early morning house fire in Moses Lake today. The Moses Lake Fire Department says it sent crews to a home in the Longview Tracks neighborhood at around 2 a.m. The department said it found a home fully engulfed in flames when they arrived. Firefighters found 2 people in the home who died in the fire. The cause of that fire remains under investigation. And a patient at Western State Hospital in Lakewood has died by either falling or jumping from a construction crane on the hospital's campus. The man had been on an authorized leave on Sunday but didn't come back on time. Sources say a massive search turned up nothing until construction workers found his body this morning. A spokesperson for the Washington State Department of Social and Health Services tells our Seattle sister station that the hospital is in touch with the patient's family and says that death remains under investigation. And that'll do it for your Night Beat. For more information on any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. All right, don't go to bed just yet. Washington's Department of Commerce revising a major error tonight. Why they say a data entry error greatly overestimated the reduction of gas emissions by millions. But first, we take you to Minneapolis, where one woman is dead after being shot by an ICE agent today. The latest details in 90 seconds.